Hello there and welcome back. In this video I am going to focus on the layers panel. So you have seen how layers panel actually works, and basically each and every element that we place on the canvas will immediately become visible in the layers panel as well. So here, as you can see, I have created multiple different elements and even one frame. So each type of object will have a different unique icon within the layers panel. And here is the image of the currently available types and their icons within the layers panel. So based on which element or which object you create within the canvas, you may get a different icon associated with that object. Now here, as you can see, at this point we can have, of course, nested components as well. So here we have a frame, and this frame contains some child elements like this or those two circles. And basically we can have as many nested components within the layers panel as needed. You can see that whenever we hover over on one of those layers in this layers panel, we can see two different icons. So this first icon is basically a lock icon, which will allow us to lock our layer. So if I now lock this layer, this ellipse 1, then you will see that now this element or this object is no longer selectable, okay? So we can select other elements, but this element that is actually locked will not be able to react to our mouse cursor, right? As you can see, now we can, so it works. The second option which we can see here is this eye icon, which will allow us to basically hide our actual element. So whenever we hide that element will basically no longer be visible, and thus we will not be able to move it either. You can also, of course, right click on each and every layer, and there are also a couple of different options that you can apply for each and every layer. When it comes to shortcuts, there is a shortcut that will allow you to basically switch between these layers and the assets panel, all from your keyboard. So we can use shortcut Alt +1. So if I press Alt and click 1, then we will open up the layers panel, and if I hold down Alt and press number 2, then we're going to open up this assets panel. So just hold down Alt and press 1 or 2, okay? So the number 1 is layers and the number 2 is assets panel. There is also an option to hide this panel on the left side if you want, and the shortcut for that is Ctrl Shift plus a reverse slash. So just hold down Ctrl, Shift, and this reverse slash symbol. With that, we will be able to hide our left sidebar, which contains layers and the assets panel. So now we can press again Ctrl, Shift, and this reverse slash symbol, and that panel will be back. There is also an option to hide everything from your interface except the canvas, and that shortcut is Control and this reverse slash symbol. So just hold down Control and press this reverse slash symbol, and now we will be able to work on our design without interfering with some other panels, tools and options. Alright, we can of course press Control and that slash symbol once again to immediately retrieve back all those panels and tools. There we go. And one more useful shortcut which I want to show you here is a shortcut that will allow you to move your layers front or on the back, or on the top or on the bottom. So for example, as you can see now in this case, this first circle, blue circle, is actually on top of this red circle, right? However, if we now select this red circle and move that by dragging that right here, then that red circle will now be on top of this blue one, okay? But did you know that you don't have to go to your layers panel in order to move those layers? You can just select one of those layers and press a shortcut, Control and the angle bracket. So there are actually two angle brackets, so you can use either one of them, and as you can see now I'm using this left angle bracket, and with that I'm going to be able to move this layer below or in the back, and if I use Control and this right angle bracket, then I'm going to be able to move this layer on the front or on the top, okay? There we go. You can also use a shortcut without the control, so if you press just the angle bracket, for example left angle bracket, then you're going to put that selected element all the way on the back or all the way on the bottom of your layers. However, if you just press the right angle bracket, then that layer will be placed on the top or in the front of all other layers. So it's also one convenient shortcut that you may use throughout your design project, so be sure to remember that. And basically that's all I wanted to share with you in this video about the layers. So now you have learned a couple of different quite useful shortcuts that will definitely save your time a lot. And for this video, that will be all.